Does anybody have a question for our audience?
If you had a fantasy crossover between two properties, what would that crossover be? Don't be nasty.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest.
And if it's nasty,
The exact question.
Christoph.
Email it to Christoph. Christoph,
said
Email it to him personally.
what's your email, Christoph?
If you enjoy what you're checking out on Catered Chaos, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to our first 1,000 subscribers so that we can join the YouTube Partner Program and get into the whole system of being more consistent for you guys with our Catered Chaos.
That feeling that y'all get when you're super. No, I'm playing.
You gotta get 100, bro.
This next one, the Justice League, I don't know what this is, honestly, at all. Just looking at the thumbnail.
it's a no for me.
Yeah, boy.
It's
I'm really not
crossover.
trying to judge a book by its cover, but
Justice
dang,
League-
boy,
Justice
I need
League-
that.
Cross
with Ruby.
Trey, give me permission.
You
Give
said
me
Trey,
permission.
give me permission.
Bruh, what is this?
So this is the second part to the Justice League and Ruby crossover.
Oh, it's a part one.
Yeah.
There is a thing.
I see it.
Was it a movie?
Yes.
Right
Oh,
there.
that's cool.
Yeah, part
I didn't
2.
hear anything about it. Okay.
Well, it came out on digital when Ruby season 9 ended earlier
Okay.
this year.
Interesting.
So it's a part of Ruby's resurgence because it got I think Rooster Teeth got brought up by Warner Brothers or something like that.
Kudos.
Which is hilarious because people saying they ain't got the money to pour into it, so this might be one of the last Ruby things
I see. They don't have the money.
in general.
No, that's just literally just their art style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their art style.
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
It's a bit odd. At
That was a
first.
harsh. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, despite the hate, I do appreciate the Ruby art style because it was something that was made specifically to be online by somebody who just wanted to make a series and they went out and did it. And then people liked the idea of the series so much that it got bought by Rooster Teeth. They produced it. Now I think Rooster Teeth is bought by Warner Brothers or being funded by Warner Brothers. So now they're trying to do this stuff to incorporate them. But I don't particularly think that this story works too well because it would have made more sense for Ruby to team up, the Rubyverse to team up with the Teen Titans or something.
Yeah.
But they're pushing the Justice League because that's the biggest, seller for DC.
Yeah.
I don't really think that part 1 was bad, but it was definitely very straightforward.
Okay, so you seen it? Yep.
Yeah, I watched part 1 because I keep up with Ruby. But I think I am in the camp of people that think Ruby has kind of gone downhill in terms of storytelling. The original creator died around season 3, which I think were the 3 really good seasons definitively.
Yeah.
But he wanted the story to go on, so they keep making it.
Okay.
I feel like now they're at volume 9 and it should have ended around 7.
Nah.
So,
It's okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it's less for Ruby and more of seeing the word Justice League. I don't know, for Superman, that all that stuff just don't excite me. This is a personal thing. I don't know why, but seeing stuff again, Justice League or Superman, Batman, Flash, it just doesn't excite me anymore at all. Maybe because of the countless of how much they done hurt their fans of just bad movies and bad shows and stuff like that.
I understand. I get it.
But hopefully, they would carry it versus Justice League, because Justice League not doing it for me.
Well, I'm sorry. This is about to be really unfortunate to you.
Very unfortunate. I would close my
part
eyes.
one,
I'm playing out good.
Part 1 was the Justice League going to their world. So this part 2
is
going to be them going to the Justice League's world. So this part should be the more Justice League driven story.
Okay.
But the villain from the first part was a DC character, so I feel like the villain for this one is going to be a Ruby character.
Okay.
So we'll see if some of this behind the scenes can answer some more questions. But I thought it would be a little bit different to where y'all don't have to like watch like a trailer,
Okay.
just being like, oh, okay, let's talk about the technical aspects of this. So
Okay, let's do it.
without further ado, I'm gonna cue this intro, and then we'll look at the behind the scenes for Ruby, or Justice League Ruby Heroes and Huntsmen Part 2.
Okay.
Long title.
Right?
Yeah.
Long
The X
big
is
title.
silent.
Yeah. Like I said, this would have been way cooler if they
These
had.
Crystal, I'm trying to keep character.
Had
bro.
Teen
Shit.
Titans.
Yeah, it just makes more sense. It's literally their teenage characters. Like the
Yeah.
first part had them age the Justice League down, so they would be on their level. But now this one, the Ruby characters are going to turn into superheroes to fit the DC world. I'm
Yeah.
like, I mean, they kind of have superpowers, so it works. But it's just like y'all gonna be doing a lot of
a lot of work.
work
Yeah.
to make this work.
A lot
Where
of
it could have worked with two teenage groups
Right.
that could have seen eye to eye instead of y'all forcing it. But maybe the behind the scenes will say at least something a little more technical that I can be like, oh, that's at least a cool idea. But,
We'll see. They got 7 minutes and 9 seconds still.
yeah, so let's go ahead and check this out. We're all queued up, and let's see this behind the scenes work.
Oh, that's cool.
They look.
They rubified. They rubified.
Perfect story to tell in
Chill.
2 hours because you
No, that's what he
want
did.
to see
No, I'm laughing at Otto's reaction.
Yeah, that's all.
She's trying.
part 1.
Yeah, so
you
this
get
was
such
the-
an
that was
in-depth
part
look
one.
I already
at Justice
know
League
because
when
it's
they're
Ruby,
dropped
I don't
into
like it.
the world of Remnant. In
I like
part
it.
2, we sort of flipped the script and
Like I
our
said, I don't
characters
hate
are back
on Ruby's
in
art
this
style
DC
because,
world,
again,
but things
it
are
started
a
off
little
with them by
different.
themselves.
Yeah.
They want to
They
stay
have the
true
powers
to
back
how
that
it
they're
was
used to.
made.
Yeah,
They're not
it just
doing
doesn't appeal to me.
now.
Yeah, no, I get
Yeah.
it.
It was
It doesn't have
Justice
to
League
appeal
for
to
me.
me.
Yeah.
If it was just Ruby, then I think I would have got a better.
I'm not really
Yeah,
saying.
I don't think the Justice League fits this style.
I'm
Yeah,
not trying.
that's
I'm
what
not
I'm
trying to
saying.
hate on it. I'm just saying I
Is
don't like
having to come
No, you don't
into
have to
the
like it. It
Justice
looks,
League's
it don't
world.
look good.
it. But I like
Here.
If anything, I like the
I like the
So
colors.
they're having
and
to
some of the
readjust
aspects. The
to
animation's fine.
what
It's just
their
the
semblances
I
are.
mean,
3D
I like-
part.
Where?
Yeah, I like their 2D art
Here's-
style more than I do their 3D
Yeah,
art
exactly.
style.
I don't.
What
like
does
the
it
3D
mean when
stuff.
you take Team Ruby and give them DC superhero versions of their own looks?
Oh, Lord. The internet
Different
crazy.
here.
Yeah.
Team Ruby got a little
Well,
bit
what
of a
happened?
costume
What-
upgrade,
what
which is
happened?
really
Because
exciting.
Ruby
We
is
have
like
our
a
own
teenage
super
girl, but
suits.
now
We
you
have
don't
to
have her
match
like
the Justice
super
League.
suit.
We did
Yep.
a lot of referencing.
So like this is
treatment
what
That's
they
her
usually look
regular
like.
outfit.
Okay.
One
That's the
little bit
young
of
them, and then
everything
you get
to
another
make
shot
a
of
unique
like what they
one
look
for
like
the film
in
version.
this world.
So
It's
that
gonna be
was
like way
really
more-
exciting to figure out
revealing
how
or
to
something?
reinterpret
Not necessarily
their
revealing,
characters
but
and
like
do
more
the flip side of it
form
all.
fit.
So Team Ruby, when they come to Earth, their
You'd be like, "Hey."
superpowers are all really parallel to
Take
the
out.
things that they're so known
See,
for
have-
in the Remnant.
Okay, so you show her stomach or something?
You're gonna see some skin.
Don't break it down for right now. You
I was about to say I
Ruby
didn't
has
mind
this
that
like
LLC.
really awesome power of like teleportation.
Yeah.
She will transform into
I'm
a
always wondering about
propulsion of rose petals and air.
How did you know?
When you had semblances, they were like your powers, right?
It's not very different from a superhero's power, and I feel like in this universe, it fits completely. It's very natural.
A really big.
I mean, the art style isn't awful. It grows
Her
on you.
theme song is called
Where
From
you see it.
Shadows.
I would have, if I were making this,
let's
I would
try to
have
give
had
her
them
shadow
adopt
powers,
more of a
and
DC
you know allows her
art
to
style.
create
Yeah.
more interesting kind of like
to
summon
suit.
or
I think that this
manipulate
is
shadows in
still
a different
catering
way.
to the
I
Ruby
think it's
style
a
too much.
just a
Yeah,
almost
like
very
you said, the
strict
first part
parallel
was in the world
of
of
Remnant
Ruby,
and
and of course
her
the Ruby style. And
abilities.
the second part, they're in a DC world.
Nice.
And yeah, it would have been
I like
more
that.
of their style.
So Yang has two shotgun
To
outfits,
answer your
and
question,
then when
yes,
she
the way that semblances
activates her
work, they might as
semblance,
well
she
be
kind of
superpowers. So
explodes into
it
fire.
makes sense
Let's
for
just
them
take
to
how
do
she
it that
fights,
way,
how
but-
she uses dust, imbue that into her physically.
man.
and
Oh, her hair on
have
fire.
cast kind of
Okay.
a pungent.
She didn't always do that?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought she could always do that.
She could, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what, like her semblance.
She's a fiery
of
one.
the world.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Nice.
So, that's a no on powers in this world.
Weiss is the only one that doesn't have powers, which we had a lot of fun with.
Okay.
What? We had to really think, what can she do on her own? What can she do by herself?
Her semblance is one of the more practiced of all of Team Ruby.
Yeah,
It's a family tradition.
I would say that she has the
way.
most
What would
powers
be interesting is just for her to
But-
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it right there, right?
Yeah,
For them to
they
take that
probably-
away.
Yeah, they probably did that because she was teamed up with Batman in part 1 a lot.
Oh.
Which,
So,
you know, her
in their world,
Bruce,
Batman had
through
powers.
Both the movies makes a lot
So
of
now
sense too.
they're
You know,
probably
she
going to have them
can
team up
see
again,
what
and
it's
she's
like
going
for
to
him
learn what
versus
it's like to
going
not
Not have
have
powers
powers.
like that. Yeah.
Which
Okay.
I feel like that's
Adapting
more of a
the
force.
Ruby
story.
characters
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the classic Justice League
Gimping
style
Gimping
was
strong character.
this really nice treat.
You called?
When the Justice League first
look
wake
at
up, there's no downtime for them to sit back and sort of reel from the experience. Black Canary shows up and says, "Where have you been? We needed you."
What's going on? There's Grimm everywhere and they're evolving. All the worlds are being
Interesting.
attacked. It's madness.
Looks like a
There
video
is no
game.
Be quiet,
break
'cause I
when
don't
you
wanna
guys
get
are
out of the way.
superheroes when the world depends on you.
The Justice League are used to facing, these wide-scale invasions, but they also know their shortcomings, and they know when they have a threat that needs to be taken down immediately.
Wonder Woman's
They're
face
looking
is
to
not
Team
doing it
Ruby
for
to
me.
help stop these creatures
Is
from
it
wreaking
Green
havoc
Lantern?
across all these major
Like
cities.
the half,
So
like,
it's I
green
feel like an interesting level of
on
mutual
her eye?
respect.
Is
that
Even
something?
though
Wonder Woman's face.
The Justice League is older and back in their element, they still
Green
recognize
Lantern's
that
fine.
Team
okay.
Ruby's smart, they're talented,
Wait.
they're definitely.
You said, oh, Wonder Woman's face
Yeah,
is in
Wonder
there.
Woman's face.
Giant dragon.
She looks-
slithering
her body
through the
looks like
sky, another
Wonder Woman,
sort of
but her
sea
face looks
creature
like a pretty
attacking
little
a
princess.
bridge.
Gotcha.
Like it's like
This is
weird.
my kind.
Ah!
This is weird.
Definitely does. That is, yeah.
To take down the Grimm and Kilgore in this multi-pronged
I think they could have
attack.
toned down on her
Whoever's
makeup.
working with Kilgore.
Her lips.
Yo, it's crazy. Like, what is going on with her
It's
face?
her lips, and they gave her blush.
Like their
So
bioengineering.
they could have taken it out.
Die instead of
I didn't-
bursting
I wasn't
into
paying
snow
attention
like,
to
but they
Crystal.
kind of
I wanted to
drip
wake
and
me up.
melt.
What kind of horror could that unleash on the hero who has to face them?
Takes time.
We think we know how they operate, who they are, and what they
Good
look like,
sound
how they
for the
behave.
Flash.
It's not perfect at first, but then closer to the end, we start to see them start to perfect that formula, which is quite scary.
You know, I think it was
I can't with her
they
face.
had a decent sense of who they were, but getting to see
Yeah,
them
this
know
is-
each other and
I
work
can
together.
see
was
it.
awesome.
It's about legacy, it's about
Yeah,
honor,
they
it's
did
about
make it
family
Like
with
a-
no
Just
superpower.
trying
Like
to
a
add
wormhole
more
on her face.
Never
That
got to be a
features
part
so
of it.
good.
It looks like
I feel like it's that
so special.
her other
And
features
the animation is so
Yeah.
very
spectacular.
strong.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
But then they tried to make her like a
project to
very
get to
feminine
do,
face,
figure
but
out
the
how
rest
they
of
were
her
gonna not
features
only
don't match
make
the head
Team
they
Ruby
gave her.
No,
Justice
it doesn't.
League
Who has the
cohabitate
best
and
run
combine their
when it comes to
forces, but how we at DC and Rooster Teeth were going to
That's an
combine our
extra.
forces. In a lot of ways, it was like the pairing of Team Ruby and the Justice League.
Really? Isn't that what this is?
You know what? They're just trying to show more of
At
Ruby.
least the animation's good.
Yeah, the more you look at it, the
The
better
animation
it
is
looks.
fine. When they're moving, it's
Kinda
fine.
grown.
But like, I really just don't.
When it's standing still.
I just don't
looks-
like the movie.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
You're pretty smart, Ruby Rose.
They kind of did the same thing as
That's so-
Superman, like with his face.
They made him more
That's-
chiseled and
It's just not.
pretty.
It's just not as noticeable.
Ah, look at it. Look at it.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, so those are the comics and stuff
okay.
that they're trying to do with this.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have
Interesting.
to-
They bought it. They gotta use it.
Yeah, I
Gotta
have
use
to
it.
check
For
out
now.
part 1 and
See how it is.
Yeah.
yeah, like I really like Ruby, so it's
I think I watched
I don't have a problem with
maybe
it.
a few episodes of Ruby, but I didn't really stick with it that much.
Yeah. I couldn't. The only episodes of Ruby that I've really seen are the 3D ones, and I was like, I couldn't do it.
You can do it, yeah.
Just because
Okay.
of the art style.
yeah, I didn't have no problem with it.
Okay. All right then. So,
For you, sir.
What up?
would
do you
this
think?
be something that you
Oh,
would watch?
yeah. Oh, no.
Your lips look tight. and
He said, "Oh no."
Nah,
He said,
nah,
"Oh, no."
nah.
Be real cheap.
There's a lot.
This
There's
ain't
a
it.
lot of other great stuff to watch, and
And this is not one of them
Yeah.
for you.
not for me.
Not for you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I do hope that you guys enjoy. this.
I don't think I'll watch it.
It is definitely something my son would watch if I had a son.
Dang. So I think that was a worse
for
comment
your
than me.
non-existent child.
Yeah.
I'm so done.
Wow.
If I had a kid, I'd watch it with my kid.
Oh my gosh. But since you don't, you ain't
Not
going to.
not having a kid no time soon. Spoiler alert.
But since I
Damn,
don't
that's
have
cold.
one, I ain't gonna watch
You
it. That's
cold
what
as
you
ice.
really mean. Alright, Trey, what do you think about it? Would this be something that you will watch part 1 and 2?
I mean, I'll
watch part 1.
I'll watch it,
Okay.
but it's more like, see, the thing that I like about RWBY is that it's very lore heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they built like a really interesting world where things like can exist.
Yeah.
I like the idea of their villain and like how hopeless it really feels for them to try and fight them.
Mm-hmm.
So when I heard that this was a thing, I watched part 1 and kind of like a why is this happening type
Right.
thing. And I'll finish this so that I can be like, okay, is there a real answer as to why this happened? Or are we just getting some like, oh, this is side adventure stuff? Because if it's just side adventure stuff, I can name a lot of teams that I think make more sense
Then
for them to team up with.
then
Yeah.
Justice
I'd have
League.
seen RWBY team up with the Teen Titans,
Yep.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Power Rangers before I thought the Justice League.
Oh, the Power Rangers would have been a good one.
I want to watch the Ninja Turtles one. I just love Ninja Turtles.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, the Power Rangers would have been a good
You don't watch the
matchup.
Ninja Turtles as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but so this movie it's more like a okay, why are we doing this type thing more than it is a oh yeah, I watched this because I enjoy both properties.
But you know that's
I
what
can
that's
tell
what
you why they're
Warner
doing it.
Brothers loves to do. They love to mash stuff together. We've
Because
seen
money.
it with
Yeah.
Scooby Doo. We've seen it with Justice League. So now they're doing it with RWBY.
Yeah.
Here comes the money.
Which is hilarious because
Why
the
not?
Justice League has a crossover with like the Godzilla verse. They're making a comic out of.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Justice League versus Monsters is what it's called.
I mean,
Oh my
if they do the
Just for
actual
you.
Godzilla, then they might.
Yeah, it's
They might have some
the
trouble.
it's the Justice League fighting like Godzilla and like
Wow.
other creatures from the Godzilla universe.
Wow.
Well, they gonna put up a fight.
Gosh.
I'll tell you that.
Yo, they're gonna.
That'll be a fight.
I hope Godzilla stomp on Superman.
Yeah, they're no short of crossovers, but there are some crossovers like that I just don't think really make sense. Like
Yeah.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are having like a comic crossover with Street Fighter, and I'm just like, I don't really get
Why?
Oh my gosh.
why.
Wait, what'd they say about Street Fighter?
Death battle!
TMNT crossing over with Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
is coming.
Mm.
And I'm just like, I don't
I
really
mean,
get why that was a
they
thing
have
either.
it like in Street Fighter 6. They had a collab.
Kind of interested, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. I know fanboy
I'm sorry.
over here. He's
I just
like,
love
what?
Ninja
Street Fighter?
Turtles, but-
Ninja
Like,
Turtles?
I got
Yeah.
like you could wear like the
I wouldn't mind
skins
that.
in Street Fighter and be able to customize.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
this is
why
the
would
mashup
why
they're gonna
would
do,
that be
so,
bad?
Yeah.
I heard they
Probably
were
like
going to try to do a
storylines and stuff,
crossover
or-
with Spy.
I just don't get
Spy
why
Family.
those two properties would.
Who's
meet
gonna
up.
do a crossover with Spy
I
Family?
get you.
Like in the game Street Fighter 6, it's like rumors that they're
They're
gonna
gonna
try
put
to
characters in there.
yeah, like they're gonna probably put
So
Yor and some of the
random.
other characters in there
That
as
is
well.
very random.
So random.
That's very random. Okay.
All right.
then.
So,
Right, I mean it's a rumor, so it's
Well,
like
yeah.
nothing confirmed.
All right. Does anybody have a question for our audience?
if you had a fantasy crossover between two properties, what would that crossover be? Don't be nasty.
Be honest.
really want-
Be honest.
Be
Yeah, I was
honest.
gonna
And if
say
it's
the
nasty,
exact question.
Christoph.
Email it to Christoph. Christoph,
said
what's your
email
Email
email?
it to him personally.
What's your email, Christoph?
Don't y'all be nasty.
just be honest.
Be honest.
No,
Be very polite.
no. Be
He
wholesome.
told you no.
Be wholesome.
Have a
You
soul.
want me to be honest? Or
Have
you
a
want me to
soul.
be nasty?
Keep it
Right? You
PG in the
both.
comments.
Please and thank yous.
PG-13.
Mhm.
Rated R.
No.
Why are you going up?
PG-13. That's
Well,
right.
while you guys
Somebody
are down
mute him?
below,
Which one is it? It's the PG-13.
Yes.
Yeah.
but while y'all are down below, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed the discussion and subscribe to the channel if you love the overall catered chaos you've been receiving from us. That'll help us get to our first 1,000 subscribers, and that'll allow you to get more consistent and creative content once we pass that mark and get to join the YouTube Partner Program and get a little more official. Call them.
Yes.
Tell them
So
what we got going on.
this is the last week for Terror Wednesday, guys. We made it. We have the final 4. So head over to our community page to cast your vote on who you think will come out on top of this battle royale. The lineup for this week.
Wait. I want to see who's been paying attention. Chucky.
Alec.
What's my stick girl name?
Yeah, you've been talking about her the whole time.
Yeah, you know my stick girl. Come on now, you know
Her
her.
name ain't Stick Girl, bro.
Man, you know,
You got two. You can choose from.
You got two.
Double down.
What's her name?
Double down.
10 toes, bro.
There you go.
There we go.
Not bad.
Give us some. Give us some.
And then the last one.
That was talking about snaps.
And the last one.
Oh, Valid.
No, I already said Valid.
You said Valid?
Yeah.
You said Freddy?
I said Chucky.
You said Chucky? Jason.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes.
There we go.
I should went to an easy one with Jason, but I wanted to go with my stick girl.
I mean, you can go ahead and vote. Just be,
Oh,
on your own YouTube account to
That's
vote
just-
for
that's
his
just
Yeah, you
Wow.
can vote.
That's
You can
right.
vote.
The poll is
The
there.
Final Four,
The
bro.
vote is there.
Get
My
your
guy
vote
likes
in.
girls covered in blood.
Excuse me, sir. No, how you just talk to the audience with the person?
Hold on. Hold on.
Both of
Stick
y'all.
zero.
Stop being honest.
I mean, honest.
Run
Like
down.
what?
Stick Girl.
Yeah.
Some other girl.
Yeah, she.
Hex Girls.
Mm,
What was the other one? What was it? Didn't you say something about cake?
Oh man. We're not bringing up old series. I mean, not old series, but old shows. Okay, no old.
I mean,
episodes.
you kind
Talking
of
about
tiptoed on them and stuff.
It's canon already.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
canon.
It's
It
canon.
is.
But
In
what
there
you
now.
can bring up though is that link in the description, because that will give you a link to all of our socials, including our Discord page, the C2 Circle. There you can become a champion of the ring and be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live at
7 p.m.
7 Thursday
Thursday
night.
time.
p.m.
PM Eastern time on the dot. No caps.
That's right. And we'll be coming back at you with some more C2 chatter. Thank you so much for watching. If you're checking this out on YouTube, we love and appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and continue on with the rest of our live stream. We'd love to have you out sometime if you can swing on by one of those Thursdays. But until that time comes, we'll just catch you in the next video with some more Catered Chaos.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Lionel and his Stick Girl.
They're like this.
Can I just be myself?
What's your stick girl short?
Let me guess, you build out a popsicle stick, didn't you?
Mm.
That's just how I
Not
talk.
even